The girl who sleeps with the dead. This girl refused to listen to her parents. Now she sleeps with the dead. This all started 5 months ago, when Sophia's parents found her a husband. James was one of her father's co-workers, who had had a thing for Sophia for some time, until one day, he decided to tell Sophia's father. Sophia's father consented with him, and told him he liked him, and would prefer for him to become his son-in-law, because he had never seen James in any affair scandal. Without delay, Sophia's father went back home and told his wife about it. The wife replied that as long as the husband confirms that he's a good one, she has no problem. But Sophia refused. She put her chin down to show that she wouldn't do it. And then, she introduced her father to her boyfriend, a rich second-generation mogul. She told her father they had been together with John for some time now, and she wasn't going to leave her man for that poor old James. Her father told her James was not old and clearly poor, but he had enough to give her and her kids a good future. Her father even took his time one day and called James for a meal. But Sophia, in order to make sure her father never talked about James in her presence ever again, behaved in a shameful way to her parents and James. She told James that he came to their home to eat, that he was poor. Maybe he couldn't even afford food for himself. Her father tried to tell her to stop. He even yelled, slapped the table, but Sophia was dead set on shaming James such that he would never come back in her face. She took the large bottle of cold drinks and poured it on James's head. As you can see, you can't come here in our house to eat again. There's nothing left. Feeling so ashamed and hurt, James stood and went out without another word. Sophia's father tried to talk and apologize to James, but James was done. He didn't look back. Sophia's mom stared at her daughter, tears rolling down her cheeks. I can't believe this. How did you turn into such a thing? I can't recognize you anymore. What did you do to my daughter, monster? She wailed, clutching at her heart, feeling like she couldn't breathe. But Sophia just backed into her seat, her legs crossed. Don't be dramatic, Mom. I was helping all of us. I don't know how he had bewitched you all. But look at me. Look at this face, Mom. Look at this figure, my body. You know how much I put in to look this good. James is not worth this. Don't you guys worry. John promised he will build you a villa when I marry him. He will give me all the riches we had never even glanced at. So, Mom, Dad, just let that dust drifter be. She sat back, her phone in hand, as she chuckled, obviously massaging her boyfriend. Get out, her father said, his voice a low rumble. Like James, we are also dust-born drifters. And if you had forgotten, you are one too. You will never be part of those rich people as you think. You made a mockery of me in front of a visitor. With what you did today, I will never forgive you. Go out and never come back. Her father said, his jaw tight. Seriously, you are not sending me out just because of that thing. I'm your daughter, your family, she yelled back, looking from her mom to her dad. But her mother just looked away, and her father didn't spare her even a glance. Fine. She turned and went to her room, packed her things, and came back, passing by her parents, who said nothing to her. I don't want to see you either near me. Don't come to my wedding, and I will make sure you don't step into my villa that John will give me. With that, she was off, called her boyfriend John to take her away. After 3 days of living in a hotel, the preparations were done, and John was ready to take her in as his new bride, promising her heaven and earth. He asked her if she really didn't want to call her parents, which Sophia assured him was not necessary. And just like that, she was married into the family of one of the richest men in the country. She had finally entered the villas she was just dreaming of. Now, she could walk on money laid down like a red carpet. With the ring on her finger, she was sure everything of hers was in place. At her wedding night, she entered her bridal chamber, her master bedroom, where she and her husband would consummate their marriage. She looked around the room. This was even better than what she had anticipated. Her bridal suite was a masterpiece of opulence. The luxurious bed, draped in silk and satin, featured gold thread embroidery. Sophia felt like a princess, surrounded by elegance and extravagance, and she knew she'd cherish this day forever. She took her time, taking in every piece of everything in the room. And by the time she finished, it was already midnight. But her groom was nowhere to be seen. Her patience was wearing thin as she decided to go out and see what was going on. There was a knock at the door. Before she could even reply, The doorknob turned, and two people came in. They were wearing crimson clothes, holding something that looked heavy in their hands. Sophia couldn't tell what it was, because it had a thick red cloth draped on it. She stood up to come near and see what it was, but the two men acted as if she had a virus, and they didn't want to come near her. As she went near the box, there was a piece of paper on top of the cloth. It read, "You were not the one. You will never be the one." In this family, when a male marries his woman, there is a family tradition that claims her in order to keep our family, wealth, and health. Our ancestors found a solution to it. All we have to do is marry two women on the same day and offer one to them. You are the offering. Don't ever ask about me. You are theirs now. You belong to them. Just a favor to ask: if you have enjoyed this, check that you have liked the video and subscribed. A like means support. Thanks for watching. What would you have done if you were Lisa? Drop a heart and share your thoughts below. I'm reading every comment.